Social housing rebuild and partnerships program work stream. I think that there are again a couple of amendments that can form part of the substantive motion, and I'm assuming that that's Glenn Livingston who's moving the motion.
Yes, thank you.
Hang on, I need a seconder first. Pauline Cotter.
Okay.
Glenn Livingston.
All right. Thank you, Mrs. Mayor. You'll see in this report, this is the context and the rationale for what we did last week in approving the RFP for Andrews Crescent and will be for future developments. This is work stream 3 of 3 rebuild and partnerships in our program. There are 4 work tranches in this work stream. Now, in this work stream, it consists of 479 units all up. The first tranche, for instance, consists of 329. If we proceed with this program, or when we do, for instance, in the first tranche, we'll add an extra 96 units. Now, I think if you bear in mind a kind of shifting demographic in terms of those who may need social housing in Christchurch, against the backdrop of the fact that we've lost 600 available rentals all up in Christchurch in any given month, the council really is beginning to make quite a significant contribution in rental housing in Christchurch. There are 2, rather 3 amendments there. Now these are I've attempted to communicate with the staff. This has come through in informal conversation, so we'll have to get some feedback. But we're asking that the 2 reports for Willard and Brougham Village, which are the second 2 after Andrews Crescent, come to the February meeting, and then feasibility studies, a timeline's been put on those, and of course with Airedale Courts, that's quite new as well. So that's come through the elected members' energy and excitement today, and I think it would be good to get the staff comment on these recommendations.
Are there any other speakers to this? Michael Aitken.
We welcome the enthusiasm, and the Housing Committee's a great group to work with. And in their enthusiasm to get everything done yesterday, there's a real danger that we end up stumbling and not achieving that. I think from a staff perspective, I think we're okay with 2, although March would have been better than February. We're okay with 3. 4, the reason Airedale Courts isn't in tranche 1, it was never in the 2009 old and cold bucket, so it was never part of that. We would need to take staff who are busy doing all the other things plus 2 and 3 off doing all the other things in 2 and 3 to really give you a good thing on 4 for February. I just don't know that we can do everything to a quality level that will allow you to make a good decision by the 17th of February, given the resources we have.
Councillor Johansson.
I think maybe 4's been slightly misinterpreted. What we're asking is staff to report back on how Airedale Courts could be included in a work tranche to get it possibly in tranche 1, but I think there's a desire to see that this is a really valuable piece of real estate. If there's opportunities to do an exemplar project here, we really want to start thinking about how that might be able to happen. I know we've made previous decisions around this, and some of it will be happening at the moment, but it just seems that we're losing an opportunity to try and do something quite innovative on a site that's got high value and has a large number of people could be accommodated.
Is it the use perhaps of the word feasibility that's caused the eyes to glaze, and maybe if we put that staff report back on how Airedale Courts could be included in the work programme? Yes.
That would help, and a March date would be a lot easier than a February one, to be blunt.
You okay with the March date for the Airedale Courts? Because it is, I mean, I can understand the point of view because there have been previous decisions made that might have, mean that if there is going to be a change in direction, then it will require reports to be done, yeah.
May I just ask that we also include, given now we've pushed it out a month, and how it could be included in the work programme to March 2014, and also how it might be able to be an exemplar project.
Yeah, because I mean, if that is a possibility, then there's a considerable amount of land, as I understand there, so it has some potential for intensification with design-led approaches that we're now talking about, with exemplars being a good option for the area.
Yeah, it's probably not for this meeting, it's probably better for the housing. It'd be good to be able to have this conversation in a bit more depth in the housing committee before we committed to that. It's just, there's a lot of complications around this that this doesn't capture, but maybe we can talk about it in February, but bring a report in March.
But I think that's nice broad
that's nice and broad.
resolution. So I'll put the motion. All those in favour say aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried. Thank you very much.